It is great to see you all again at Wealthy Coins. You should expect to see a doubling of the Shiba Inu pricing tonight. Quite large. Shib updates. New cryptocurrency coins and tokens, such as Shiba Inu and Shibarium, are appearing on the market on a daily basis, contributing to the growing popularity and acceptance of cryptocurrencies. Coming soon to the Shiba Inu community is Shibarium, an Ethereum-based Layer 2 L12 blockchain network. The Shiba Inu meme coin will become an entire ecosystem as a result. This video will discuss the upcoming doubling of the Shiba Inu price tonight. Quite large stub updates. To stay updated on our latest material about Shiba Inu price forecast and expert analysis, hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get the video started. With its meteoric rise to meme coin status, Shiba Inu is now one of the 20 largest cryptocurrencies by market valuation. The developers behind Shiba have kept up a consistent rate of progress throughout their many projects. Notable benchmarks and milestone achievements have made the Shiba ecosystem famous. One of the latest landmarks was Binance's announcement on April 18 that Shiba Inu will no longer be housed in the Innovation Zone. Details of a recent release reveal that the biggest cryptocurrency exchange will be removing Shiba Inu and several other tokens from the Innovation Zone on April 18. These tokens include FracShare, Trust Wallet Token, 1inch, and others. In its release, Binance said that, following thorough evaluations, the exchange has chosen to remove Shiba and the other tokens from the Innovation Zone. Shiba reached this mark following evaluations by Binance that took into account a number of criteria. So, someone tried to test the network by writing a script to produce millions of wallets. There has been an increase in the number of hosted wallets on Play.ht, the beta version of Shiba Inu's Shibarium network, and people are curious about what caused this jump. New information suggests that a software was created to create millions of wallets in order to put the network through its paces. A member of the team working on the Shiba Inu NFT project ShibPixelPups recently tweeted about it. The person admitted to writing the software that created more than 9.5 million Play.ht wallets and processed more than 3 million transactions on the beta network. Another thing this teammate said is that they were in charge of creating about 6020 tokens for the test network. This includes the ShibPixelPups DAO SPP and the ShibPixelPups token SPPX. The network presently has 13.3 million wallet addresses and has processed over 347 million transactions, according to data from PuppyScan, the official block explorer for PuppyNet. Keep in mind that there was a recent 86% increase in the number of wallets, which surpassed 5 million. This incredible increase was started by this script. Prior to launching on the mainnet, the test network will allow interested parties to run a number of tests on the network to ensure its efficacy and reliability. Everything you see on the testnet, including tokens and transactions, is for show and is not real, as Satoshi Kusama, the Shiba Inu lead, has stressed time and time again. In order to assess the blockchain's efficiency and scalability, it is commendable to create a script that can create millions of testnet wallets. Also, it can be useful for finding errors or issues that may crop up while you're working. The network's dependability can only be evaluated through stress testing. The script's authors said they were testing the network's capacity to manage heavy traffic during events like airdrops and games. To further evaluate the network's transaction speed, durability, and other features, they also brought up the idea of executing an airdrop script. No issues have been reported at this time. The Sci Flames in March were really remarkable. There were 540 transactions involving 6.78 billion SHIB tokens in March. The number of transactions and the total quantity of SHIB destroyed were both significantly higher than in prior months. There were 433 burns totaling 905 billion SHIB in March, the highest since October 2022. More than 34.92 million Shiba Inu were burned in 3 transactions yesterday, with 25.31 million SHIB coming from a single wallet, according to the SHIB burn tracker. A staggering 25,310,097 SHIB were sent to the burn address in a one transaction by the Coinbase affiliated wallet Coinbase 10. Compared to the previous day's overall burn rate of 2.93 million Shiba, this transaction increased it by 108%. The futures market also provides evidence of the trend's increasing trajectory. There has been a rise in open interest, OI, for Shiba Inu since the start of March. The indicator represents the total number of contracts in which investors have actively participated. The amount of open futures has surpassed 2.4 trillion SHIB, or around 26.78 million, according to data from CoinGlass. Prior to this last month, OI was hovering about 18 million. Traders' increasing fascination with SHIB is reflected in the rise in open interest. The OI was 47.3 million when the SHIB price reached its annual high of 0.91 in early February. The current price of a Shiba Inu is an 83. The recent price action for SHIB is consistent with previous discussions on News BTC, an ascending triangle. As of today's price drop to 0.64, SHIB has hit a new all-time low. Accordingly, the upward trend has not been disrupted. By the month's conclusion in April, it may be clear if the bulls or bears have won. Investors are starting to take notice of Shiba Inu recently. 2.4 trillion tokens, or 27.1 million, is the latest high for its futures open interest OI, which has been steadily rising for the past month. Expectations of a price increase are heightened by this upward pattern, which implies a resurgence of interest. The sum of all open futures contracts that have not been closed out by an offset deal is called the futures open interest. The number of contracts owned by market players that are still active is essentially what it reflects. An exponential growth in an asset's open interest indicates that traders are positioning themselves for potential price fluctuations, and a large influx of new capital is entering the market. Open interest in Shiba Inu tokens has surged by more than 52% from a low of 18.5 million on March 13 to a current high of 27.1 million, or 2.4 trillion, according to data from CoinGlass, an intelligence platform for futures trading. A correlation between SHIB's open interest and its price action is seen by the OI chart. When SHIB's OI increases, the asset's price often goes up. OA reached 3.2 trillion tokens, a gain of 47.3 million. The asset's value reached its highest point this year, $1,727. As a result of this, but SHIB's OI began to fall after February 5th, and the asset's price started to fall as well. Despite falling to a low on March 13th, the open interest is once again experiencing a significant increase in value. Speculators anticipate a corresponding increase in the value of the asset. Binance trade volume has also shown renewed interest in SHIB. Over the previous 4 days, Binance's Shiba Inu volume has progressively risen daily, after falling to 1.38 trillion SHIB on April 8th. As of right now, the volume is 2.44 trillion tokens. While it is in the midst of a protracted consolidation period, SHIB is attempting to break out of an ascending triangle despite its current underperformance. At its current price of $0.011 USD, the asset has lost 0.97% of its value in the last 24 hours but gained 0.88% in the last hour. Should the triangle fail to form, SHIB may aim for the February highs of $0.050 USD. An uptick in demand could help it achieve its objectives, and recent patterns indicate that the asset has grown popular among market participants. SHIB ranked in the top 3 most watched assets worldwide in Q1 2023 according to CoinMarketCap. Aside from the long-rumored connection between the Shiba Inu community and renowned musician Scott Page, rumors have circulated that top American celebrity sculptor Jack Storms will be accepting SHIB on his online store as part of an NFT collaboration. So concludes today's activities. To view our most recent videos, please subscribe, share, and give us a big thumbs up.